The loudest people are rarely the strongest. The strongest person in the room usually says the least. Because real confidence doesn't need attention. It doesn't need applause. It doesn't need to prove itself. Only insecurity makes noise. I've met people who talked about their dreams every day, but never took a single step toward them. I've also met people who barely said a word and changed the world. That's the difference. One chased recognition, the other chased growth. Maybe you're tired of people doubting you, laughing at your goals, telling you that you'll never make it. Good. Let them talk. Words are light. Results are heavy. The world remembers victories, not opinions. I stopped trying to convince people I could do it. I decided to show them instead, because every minute spent arguing is a minute stolen from becoming stronger. Silence isn't weakness. It's discipline. It's confidence. It's knowing that your future doesn't need anyone's permission. The ocean never announces how deep it is. It simply is. Become like that. Deep, calm, unshakable. So before you waste another second defending your dream, ask yourself this. Why are you trying to prove your future to people who haven't even built their own? Stay quiet. Stay focused. And let your actions become the loudest voice they'll ever hear. The hardest conversations are the ones you have with yourself at night. When the world gets quiet, the doubt gets louder. Nobody hears it but you. The questions, the fear, the overthinking. What if they're right? What if I never become enough? What if all this hard work leads nowhere? I've heard those questions. Every person chasing something meaningful has. The difference is, most people answer them by giving up. Maybe you're fighting that battle right now. You work in silence. You sacrifice in silence. You improve in silence. Yet it feels like nothing is changing. The people who laughed at you are still laughing. The people you expected to support you are nowhere to be found. You start wondering if all this effort even matters. That's where loneliness becomes dangerous. Not because you're alone, because your mind starts believing you're alone forever. Then, comparison enters. You see people getting results faster, more money, more success, more attention, and suddenly, your own progress feels invisible. You forget how far you've come. You only see how far you still have to go. That's how doubt steals your strength, not by attacking your body, by exhausting your mind. Then, one day, you stop posting. You stop talking about your dreams. You stop telling people your plans. Not because you've quit, because you're tired of explaining yourself. And strangely, that's when something begins to change. The silence that once felt lonely becomes your training ground. The opinions that once hurt you become background noise. You realize something powerful. You don't need everyone to believe in your dream. You only need enough courage to keep believing when nobody else does. That's the pain. Learning to carry your vision without carrying everyone else's expectations. Because some of the greatest victories are built in seasons where nobody notices you're becoming stronger. Silence isn't empty. It's where real strength is built. Most people fear silence. Why? Because silence forces them to face themselves. No distractions, no applause, no validation, just the truth. That's the dark philosophy. The loudest people often talk to hide their insecurity. They announce every plan. They seek approval before they've earned results. They want the world to believe in them because they don't fully believe in themselves. I chose a different path. I stopped explaining. I stopped defending my dream. I stopped trying to convince people I was capable. Because confidence doesn't argue. it acts. Think about the ocean. The deepest part makes the least noise. The strongest storm doesn't warn you before it arrives. Real power doesn't introduce itself. It reveals itself through action. Your silence isn't weakness. It's preparation. Every early morning nobody sees. Every lonely workout. Every rejection you survive. Every promise you keep to yourself. Those moments are invisible. But they're transforming you. People will mistake your silence for failure. Let them. People will think you've disappeared. Good. While they're watching distractions, you're building discipline. Never interrupt your own growth just to answer someone's doubt. Your results will answer better than your words ever could. Because at the end of the day, people rarely remember what you said. They remember who you became. So stay quiet, stay patient, stay relentless, and let your success become the conversation you never had to start. The strongest answer you'll ever give is the life you build in silence. So what changed? I stopped trying to win arguments. I started winning battles with myself. Every morning, I chose discipline over excuses. Every setback, I chose growth over complaints. Every doubt, I answered with another step forward. That's the shift. Stop asking people to believe in you. Start becoming someone who believes in themselves. You don't need louder words. You need stronger habits. You don't need more attention. You need more consistency. Because every promise you keep to yourself becomes another brick in the foundation of your confidence. Confidence isn't something you find. It's something you build, quietly, day after day. Most people want instant respect, but respect isn't requested. It's earned, in silence. So let them underestimate you. Let them laugh. Let them think you've disappeared. While they're talking, you're training. While they're doubting, you're growing. While they're waiting, you're becoming unstoppable. One day they'll ask, how did you do it? They'll think it happened overnight. They'll never see the thousands of quiet mornings, the lonely nights, the sacrifices, the moments when you chose discipline over comfort. That's where your victory was born. Here's my challenge for you for the next 30 days. Tell fewer people about your goals. Show more through your actions. Wake up without announcing it. Train without posting it. Study without complaining. Improve without seeking applause. Become addicted to progress, not praise. When doubt enters your mind, don't argue with it. Outwork it. When fear tells you to stop, take one more step. When the world gets loud, protect your peace. Because silence is not the absence of strength. Silence is where strength is forged. Remember this. The loudest people are remembered for what they said. The strongest people are remembered for what they did. So stay humble, stay disciplined, stay patient. And when your time finally comes, you won't need to tell the world who you are. Your life will say it for you. Stay silent. Stay disciplined. Let your results become the voice that doubt can never silence.